Okay, here we are with the 5 secret cards for Mini Mission 6, the last mission in the game ever. So starting off with a Kid Goku card, pretty good HP. Also the only one of these 5 to get a new attack here. It's a new Kamehameha animation. So it's pretty strong for sure. Main ability is that when he's in the attack area, when he wins a attacking CI, he'll do bonus damage for that attack, 2,000 times the amount of group members in his group. So by himself, it's only 2,000, but maximum of 7 guys, it's plus 14,000 damage. So pretty good for sure. And whenever any allies, including himself, I think, when a defending CI, you'll restore 4,000 HP, which is pretty crazy. You can do that up to 5 times in a round, so potentially 20,000 HP recovery, which is kind of broken. Yeah, he's really, really good. He's also got a Shenron summon as his touch action ability. The effect of this, or the bonus effect, is that it will greatly boost all of the allies' miracle chances, which of course will really help out with activating his ability. So overall, a really solid card. Next up, in my opinion, this is the strongest card of all time. Like, no cap. Like, this is really broken. And of course, if you saw my pool video, both me and him's got him. So yeah, we are really, really pleased about that. Pretty good. So, unfortunately, just the standard instant transmission attack. Not even the change switch one, which is kind of lame. That's probably his only, I'll say negative, just lame animation, I guess. But yeah, in terms of strength, he's literally the best of all time, in my opinion. So yeah. So as long as you have like a good number of Z users, right? This card action here, one of the first ones ever in the game, so it's pretty cool. Quite nostalgic in that regard, because he boosts all of them, those Z users, right? So including himself. So before you make a move each round, all of the Z users, again, including himself, will have their power, their guard, their damage, and their power levels. Yep, so there's 4. Permanently times by 1.5 times. So that's every round. So yeah, second round that's 2.25 times. So that's 4 different effects there, right? So yeah, it's pretty crazy good. And also, whenever those Z users are attacked, they won't take more than 3,000 damage, which is, that alone, just the main ability is alone is just kind of broken, right? Because getting power, guard damage, and power level boosts every round, and whenever they're attacked, they won't take more than 3,000 damage. Only if they're stunned, it won't activate, but I mean, like, that's for your whole team potentially, right? If you have a whole team of Z users, like, they're just a wall, and also getting massive damage and everything else. So yeah, it's pretty wild. I guess the only weakness is that there aren't like heaps of Z cards. Like most of the abilities are just average, but even so, all of the boosts they get from this guy, like it kind of more than makes up for it. So yeah, and then his actual Z connection ability effect is also pretty broken. It's going to give 5,000 power and guard to all of those users, and that's times the number of users, right? So with 7 guys, that's plus 35,000 power and guard permanently for all of them, as well as the same amount in maximum HP boost. So that's going to be plus 35,000 HP with 7 guys, which, yeah, those numbers they're crazy, and that's on top of the main ability. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Then a unit with Vegeta and Piccolo, with both have cards with Z connection ability. 1 energy, and it's unit S as well, so no consumption. And what this will do is it will give you bonus energy, 1 for every Z user. So it goes with 7, that's plus 7 energy. So yeah, kind of crazy. Of course, you are limited as well with like just taking Z cards. Like you can't use, well, you can use like maybe a couple. Like I'd say maybe you don't need to use all 7. I say maybe 5 is a good number because 5 guys is still quite a lot, and then have maybe like a couple guys in support. They don't have the Z effect because of course, if you put guys that don't have this Z action in attack, and they are attacked by the enemy, then of course they won't benefit from the 3k damage max effect from him. So, but yeah, just what else to say? Like he's literally the strongest card of all time. Moving on to Dragon Ball GT, we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So we've got the Ultimate Big Bang Kamehameha for 8 energy, so quite a high cost. Also got a Kamehameha as his card action ability, which will give him a maximum HP boost of 5,000, so not bad there. Got a unit with Pan and Majube for 4 energy. This is the standard power level limiter, so limiting the enemy's power level to 2,000. Pan's got some good cards for sure, like the damage reduction one and the miracle one I use a lot. Marjube is not as good card-wise, but it's still a good effect, of course, so definitely not unusable. And his main ability has like two sides, so at the end of the power level battle, if you go first that round, then all of your ally attackers' super attacks will become available that round, and if you're KO'd, you'll revive at one time, each round as well, potentially. So potentially, if you go first every round, that's every round you're getting a revival chance, which is kind of crazy. On the flip side, if you don't go first, if you go second that round, then this Gogeta's damage is times by 4 for that round, and any ally attackers with less than 6,000 guard will have their guard boosted to 6,000 that round. Okay, so number 4, this is from Dragon Ball Super, the Mastered Ultra Instant Goku. Probably like over 9,000 cards with him now, but that's how it is. Those look pretty cool though, I have to admit, with the bosses in the background. Those look quite nice, especially with the pose. Yeah, that's classic Goku there. Right off the bat though, 9 energy for his attack is really bad, but that's how it is. He's got a block burst, and of course you can do the burst effect after you activate the block. So the earliest will be second turn. It's a good effect though. So when you activate the burst with a super attack, he'll lower the target's damage reduction, so take an extra 50% more damage times the number of enemy attackers that round. So maximum would be plus 350% damage they take. So I guess that's what, 4.5 times damage they take, which is pretty good, right? Permanently as well. That a debuff. But again, the main thing is the energy cost is going to make it hard to activate. On to his main ability now. It's not bad. So first of all, when you make your move each round, all of your allies' power and your team's power level will be increased by 2,500 times the number of enemy attackers that round. So maximum with 7 enemy attackers, that's plus 17,500 power level for your team, and the same amount for your allies' power. Only bad thing, apart from it not being permanent, is you don't get any energy from the power level boost, but it's still pretty good. And if you go first that round, all of your allied attackers will be harder to stun, much harder to stun, sorry, and they'll also target the enemy they can do the most damage to, so pretty good, but definitely a lot tamer compared to the first 3. Like, it's still good, but it's not like crazy good. Okay, last but not least, we have the last secret card, literally the final secret card ever of the game, a Shenron card. So I think it's the third one. We had the first one being the UGM 3 secret, as well as a promo one a few months ago, and now this last one. So yeah, pretty good art as well. Also one of the rarest cards ever. His rate is super, super low, and he's also pretty expensive considering, even though it's like the last mission, and most of the other cards' prices have gone way down, he's still at least, I think, 15,000 yen, which is pretty good. So yeah, definitely quite a collector's card, this one. And similar to the first Shenron card, he's got 3 effects. You use them all up to a combination of 3 times. So yeah, but whereas the first one was about buffing your team, he's about debuffing the enemies. So yeah, first effect is going to halve all the enemies' damage, and second one's going to increase the damage they take by 50%, and the last one's going to lower the HP by 3,000. So they're not amazing effects there, they're good, but they're still pretty weak. But if your team's HP is below 50%, then they will be boosted. So the first one, instead of having all the enemies' damage, it will lower their damage by 90%, so pretty strong. Same as the Hellfire Meteor then. Second one's crazy good. Instead of them taking 50% more damage, they'll take an extra 200%, so they'll be taking 3 times damage, which is probably the best one there for sure. That's super, super good. Last one is going to just lower the HP by 6,000 instead of 3,000. That's probably the weakest one. So probably the first 2 effects are the most useful. He's probably in the middle of these 5 in terms of strength. He's good, but there's better cards for sure, but he's still solid. I think the main thing is that trying to get the boost is hard because these days, like, it's super hard to survive in general. So, and if the enemy's smart, they'll just lower your HP just enough so it's above the 50% mark, and then they'll just finish you off in one shot next turn. So, but you know, if you do activate it, it's definitely pretty strong. So yeah, not bad. So that's all. So the last info vid, I guess, for the game ever. A lot of finals, I guess, these next 2 months. So yeah, I already got the second one, of course, and I have actually ordered this guy. So he should arrive, I think, today. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll try and get some more videos up soon. Got quite a bit of content to cover, of course. So yeah.